Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a lot more targeted harassment towards Ironmouse, especially over a lot of this streamer awards stuff. Now, this is being dragged on way out of control. I mean, this is like so stupid. It's been weeks since the original clip, obviously with Rakai and Ray, and also all the stuff with the burnt peanut which went on. And obviously, I think the thing that's actually caused the most backlash wasn't the burnt peanut thing, it was the Ray and Rakai thing, where essentially she said that she felt uncomfortable, with her conversation with them. Obviously, they have a past of harassing her, and obviously many people have been making fun of her and things like that due to that fact, saying that, she shouldn't feel uncomfortable and things, which again, I don't know why they're saying that. You can't really, tell people how to feel. But again, anyways, we've covered this many, many times on this channel. You guys have seen all the videos, but it seems like they've gone from obviously targeting stuff like their appearance, which we made 2 videos on, by the way, where there's tons of creators out there who are for some reason trying to expose their faces and stuff using fake images of, well, I say fake images, using pictures of other people, like random people on the internet, to say it's like Ironmouse or someone, which obviously is absolutely horrible. But now obviously they've moved on to other things that might affect her, or other things that they think they could get a rise out of people from, and that's their music, right? And this is all on TikTok. I just kind of want to be like the bridge between TikTok and YouTube, because I know not everybody uses it. And this has been something that's been appearing on my For You page quite a bit, right? These kind of Ironmouse things is probably because obviously I've saved a couple for videos, so it keeps showing me more of them. But essentially, it is a pretty big topic over there right now. And obviously, you can see here, for example, this one TikTok has 59.7 thousand likes, which is pretty insane. And, people saying, at Ironmouse, you're the first person to make me cry over how terrible his song is. And obviously, this is the main song that they're going after. Which obviously, I can't play too much of it, else I will get copyright struck, so that's all you can hear. But you guys know the song. If you guys have heard that song, right, obviously, I'm not saying, everybody has to enjoy Ironmouse's music. I don't think, me personally, I listen to a couple of the songs. Some of them are good, some of them I don't like so much, and I think that's okay. Obviously, everybody has their own opinion whenever it comes to music. That's the point of music. It's subjective, right? And I think a lot of people have been obviously targeting this harassment towards Ironmouse due to their hatred towards her over the Ray and Rakai clip. They don't actually have a kind of musical critique about the song. They don't have any kind of actual critique about her music in general. They are just trying to find any way that they can either A, kind of annoy her or her fans, and also B, just try to make fun of her on the internet, because again, that's all they can really do, right? They can't actually provide any kind of logical argument to the actual situation at hand, right? A lot of people as well saying like worse than AI music above my head, saying think of it wasn't this bad. People saying anyone who hates Ironmouse is my enemy without introduction. That's Monia there, obviously a popular VTuber, saying why are we hating? Genuine question, which obviously, yeah, I understand, why people are saying. It says who watches this be anyways? So yeah, obviously a lot of people saying, or how about let's hate on actual problematic creators in AI music and not harmless creators who have done nothing wrong, which obviously 100% true. This is absolutely ridiculous how it's gotten to this point, and yeah, it's crazy. You've also got people like this, like Hooperfy here. Again, this guy is a very, very popular kind of, creator, especially over on TikTok, right? And he was attending, obviously, he wasn't invited to the Stream Awards, but he got a ticket by paying for it and sitting up at the top with all the people that paid for it, which is pretty funny. But anyways, obviously, this guy is, really big over on, TikTok and stuff. He's known for the whole, if you guys remember the Baby Gronk and Livy Dunn thing, I'm pretty sure that was him. So again, obviously that was him. And he's put up this thing saying no way people actually listen to this. And obviously this is during the time that people have been hating on Ironmouse. This has become a trend to kind of hate on her and harass her over her music and over a lot of other stuff as well, because obviously he knows it's going to get likes, because he knows the general opinion of that over on TikTok right now. He probably doesn't care. I'm going to be honest, right? This dude probably doesn't care that much, but he knows that he can get, some kind of clicks out of this. And obviously, this was the Warframe thing that she did with Marco Meatball, which was great. Obviously, they covered a ton of, different Warframe songs and stuff, which has been really nice. And she's been getting into Warframe over on stream. And obviously, yeah, he's saying no way people actually listen to this. And, yeah, obviously people were reacting to that, but people saying, yeah, the Stream Awards can't be real. Say, dog, you paid to go to a Stream Award ceremony, which, yeah, 100% true. This dude paid to go there, by the way, and watch this. So I don't know why he's complaining. And obviously, yeah, people saying, no way, people still like Hooperfy. which again, obviously a lot of people actually, to be fair, you know, kind of, you know, putting backlash on them. And obviously we got this dude again. Obviously, if you guys have seen my previous videos, he's the one that tried to allegedly show her face, which obviously wasn't real. It was just a random woman. So obviously, good job there, buddy. But again, he continues to make different things, especially with this whole music thing. And she says, for one, she released this song and said, Ironmouse low-key did nothing wrong. This is the song, by the way. It's the Warframe song. This guy can't get any more stupid. First of all, he pretends to kind of expose people's faces, expose VTubers' faces for people that have already shown off their faces, right? And he spreads a ton of other misinformation. And then he goes on to say, for one, she released this song. It's a Warframe song. She didn't make the song. She covered the song, sure. You could say, hey, you know, for one, she covered this song and it wasn't good. Sure, but you're saying that she released the song. You're completely wrong. And again, it just shows you how clueless a lot of these people are whenever it comes to these kind of TikToks. And again, this got 34,000 likes, which is absolutely insane. And obviously, yeah, I think that, you know, a lot of these people are completely misinformed whenever it comes to these kind of hate posts that they're making. And it's very, very obvious, right? It's very obvious in every single post. And it's kind of crazy how people can, you know, get this many likes and this much attention over complete false facts, right? And people are saying, Ironmouse, when an aggressive white man asks her about the jiggle physics, but visibly shakes at two people praising her. Obviously, people are bringing up that clip as well. People saying it sounds so bad, like obnoxious yodeling, which obviously, if you guys don't know, obviously Ironmouse has been trained within the opera space. That's what she used to do before she became a VTuber, and that is just how opera works. But again, people don't understand that. They just try to, you know, hate and harass her and target her because they don't understand what's going on. That's essentially why they're doing it. They don't understand. They don't know. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to hate this thing, right? Obviously, people saying Ironmouse fans becoming the second coming of Bibadoobie, which I don't think is the case, right? I don't think anybody's arguing that, hey, you know, Ironmouse is the best singer on planet Earth and you guys shouldn't be saying anything else. I think it's more so how, I guess, incredibly sad and cringe it is for all of these people to be kind of harassing her over a clip, but instead they're kind of focusing on the music. They don't argue you know, the points to do with Ray and Rakai. They don't go into detail. They don't go into depth. They don't talk about the nuances behind the clip. They instead go, oh, but her music bad, so yeah. You know, that's all they have. And again, that is all they do. But for some reason, some people try to liken it to stuff like, hey, they're the second coming of Bibadoobie fans because, you know, they don't like the fact that they said that her music was bad. That's not the case, right? People just want her to be properly, I guess, what do you call it, represented in terms of this. People saying, she also raised 1.3 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, a laughing emoji. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a good comment. I hope that's not a bad thing. But obviously, yeah, people saying listening to this is optional. Hope this helps, which again is true, right? As I said, you don't have to like Ironmouse's music, right? You don't have to like what she's doing, and I think that's okay. As I said, you know, everybody has their own preferences whenever it comes to music. You know, me personally, I listen to a lot of K-pop, but I know lots of people don't like to listen to K-pop. I think, you know, there's a lot of people who listen to stuff like heavy metal or whatever. I don't particularly like heavy metal myself. So again, obviously there is different kind of genres of music that people like and people don't like. And I think that's okay, right? You don't have to make a TikTok on why this is so bad. I can't believe anybody would listen to this, because you wouldn't do that for another piece of music that you don't like. I'm sure this dude right here doesn't like a certain genre of music, whatever that may be, whether it's, you know, I don't know. I don't know what this guy's music taste is. But again, obviously, you know, you don't see them making TikToks about, oh, this certain music genre is so bad or this certain singer is so bad, unless it's Ironmouse, because they have another agenda in behind it. It's not due to the fact that the music is necessarily that bad, or they think they have some critical take, like they're the next Anthony Fantano, like talking about like, oh, this pitch was off, this beat was off, whatever. No, obviously musically it's actually pretty sound, right? It's not like a terrible song, but again, I think that people are just using it to, yeah, obviously funnel their hatred towards her in a different way. Other than just being like, oh, we don't like Ironmouse because we don't like her, you know? So again, obviously a lot of people have been saying this. People saying, I promise Warframe has nothing to do with her. Again, they do, because they sponsor her pretty heavily. So again, I don't know why people try to say that. But again, we also have other clips like this. For example, saying, Ironmouse and Booby perform Cry For Me at their concert. Obviously, this is the Ironmouse concert, I'm pretty sure, before the TwitchCon event that she did in San Diego. Very, very big event. Very, very successful. And a lot of people were kind of likening this to the VTuber concert meme, which if you guys have seen that before, I forgot which VTuber it was, but obviously, if you guys remember it, he had like the hair over his eyes, and then the hair went like above, and then he started like singing. What was it? He was singing Fujikaze, and everyone went crazy because you could see his eyes, and it was like kind of cringe. Like it was very, very cringe. I'm gonna be honest. But people are trying to liken, concerts like this, where obviously Ironmouse has a full 3D modeled rig, and obviously it's looking pretty good, right? I don't think this is anything on the scale of that. I think this is actually well made. There's a lot of people, behind this, and actually it's a, 3D model compared to obviously a 2D, live 2D, whatever, where he's flicking his hair up and down, which I think is a completely different kind of topic, right? I think, honestly, I don't know why people are trying to compare it to that, but again, I do think it is pretty interesting, right? And obviously this was made 3 days ago, and obviously they have a Stitch like added onto the end of this. Also, you got Sea Dog there. People have been making fun of him too for featuring in it, which I think is crazy.
Ironmouse's music is absolutely fucking terrible. There's no way this many people showed up to this fucking concert. Everybody there has to be chronically online on VR chat, bro. I swear to God.
So yeah, obviously, I do think it's kind of sad that, some people, feel the need to do this, right? This dude sat in his car and he's probably just filmed this like 3-second thing about, yeah, I hate Ironmouse's music. She's so bad. Haha, guys, am I right? And then he's just gone about his day, right? He probably just put his phone down and went, oh, okay. Well, let's just go upload that, I guess, right? I think it's very sad that some people spend their time doing this and say, Ironmouse's music is horrible. And we all know it's due to this hidden agenda that people have. I say a hidden agenda. It's not very hidden. It's all very obvious, right? People are saying, some people are talking about the lyrics and stuff, which again, you can not like the lyrics. I think that's totally fine. But I think so many people are, trying to, I guess, I don't know, like dunk on her for her music, even though it's something that she's put a lot of effort into. I don't think she really cares what some, normie fans think about it. Again, as I said, you don't have to like it. And I don't think she expects everyone to like it, right? And yeah, you got people like this here saying, grown-ass man in a car talking shit about VTuber, which again, obviously 100% true. Obviously, some people as well trying to put people's faces. I won't scroll up any further, else it will actually reveal that person's face, but they put a picture of a cosplayer, as you can see from the top of their head, and trying to say that that is Ironmouse. Again, that is the response. This shows you how often this happens now, especially within these posts. All of these people that are deciding to essentially dox, people, trying to fake dox them. Obviously, it's not their real face, so that's all fine. Thankfully, I don't think there is many images of Ironmouse out there, if any at all, right? But again, people bringing up these random cosplayers, random women and people, right, that they are trying to essentially attribute to her and saying it's her in the comment section, like trying to be, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know if it's just because they're so angry and so hateful that they feel the need to spread that. But again, I'm unsure what they're really planning on doing with that by saying like, this is her, by the way, and it's completely, it's an image of some random person cosplaying her, right? I think it's crazy. But again, obviously, this hatred is now obviously extended to, music and things. And this is something that has been popping up on my page quite a bit. So I just kind of wanted to share with you guys and, again, bridge the gap between TikTok and YouTube, because I know a lot of you guys probably wouldn't have seen a lot of these posts to do with this kind of stuff. But again, I feel like it is pretty horrible, the amount of people that are coming out about it, because, again, none of these are musical critiques. They just go, this is bad. And that's about it, right? And again, I do think it is pretty sad that some people can't at least enjoy life a little bit more, right? Again, I do think it is one of these things where, people just want to jump on and hate and harass her due to the clips and stuff that they have seen. And the only way they can do that is by going after her music and, trying to kind of go after that, which I do think is kind of insane, right? I think that, if you want to do that, then fine. You don't have to like her music, as I said. But at the end of the day, if you don't like it, don't listen to it, and it's fine. And also, maybe don't buy a ticket to the Stream Awards if you know that Ironmouse is going to be there and performing, and, don't complain about it, right? You paid for the ticket. Anyways, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go over to GameSubs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. They've also got a Christmas thing going on over there at the moment where you can get yourself some free stuff alongside the stuff that you order with the 10% off. So again, definitely recommend checking it out right now, because again, you can get lots more stuff than you usually would be able to on a normal day over there. But yeah, that's all I got, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.